好的，欢迎大家继续收看《最终幻想16》第10期了吧？那这期看一下任务啊，从世界地图进入到这个叫什么英明断崖，对不对？啊，英明断崖，我们就去一下吧。装备应该不用变更了，是不是？然后这边有一个这个是那个叫什么？就是那个词条有新增的。那个百科那边有词条，有新增词条，但是我就不看了。我们还推主线吧，我们直接打开地图。这个是那个状态啊，进到那个阴明洞穴是吗？阴明断崖。这边有这边有很多去不了的，要去这个地方阴明断崖。那边看一下有什么主线剧情吧。支线的话，我就懒得做了。支线我就懒得做了。
企鹅粉丝群562175373，否认字幕组进入直播间。
I needed his eyes and nose in Dharmekia. I'm not about to let Kuka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
前往伊索德港。
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. If we visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
这边有东西。我操，有怪，赶紧跑！我就不打他们了。反正都是些小怪啊。我们现在要前往那个安博村，通过安博村去打听那个伊索德的。
Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befalls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, Your Lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
研磨下阿尔
There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the
来到了新的地方安博。
All right, I heard you the first.
现在要向村民打听情报。哇，这个陆行鸟。先到这边看一下，有一个商店。
You're a long way from home.
就看一下有什么东西可以卖的啊。这个是，好吧，这个垃圾武器，啊，垃圾武器，好像也 OK。然后这个是那个啥，苍蓝复苏，遭受攻击时的极限爆发量表增加量提升6%。这个是材料，歌曲。啊，歌曲的话主要就是全收集。恢复药，补一下吧。
There you are.
这高级恢复药也补一下。哎，
You won't be disappointed.
哎，哦，最多买一个。圣灵药啊，圣灵药，还有这个守护之药，守护之药买一个。
There you are.
OK。然后看有什么要卖的。
林超已进入直播间。
这些先不动，先不用动吧。先不用动。
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
我看一下那个技能。哎，什么情况？这边有一个引导。附近区域地图，这个不用看了。哎，这个要看吗？哦，好吧，我按那个，要按这个。939哦，939。
二说还打支线吗？
不用打支线了。这个，因为这个游戏好久没有玩了，距上次玩中间隔了这么久，我就想，哎，算了，还是主线剧情吧。支线的话太多了。我看一下这个法杖，有些已经那个，我看一下这个地方有一个500多是这个什么？这个是爆燃。 生个什么东西？这个是不死鸟的，就不死鸟的话是强化。OK。
二说收集彩蛋吗？
这个也不收集啊，主要是推剧情，不做全收集，就只是推剧情。这个。 把这个搞一下吧，把这个500的，这个什么，这个是升腾火焰呢，这个把它搞一搞。然后还剩400多，可以搞一个这个，这个把那个敌人拉近，可以拉近敌人。OK。 可以把它这个可以把它 master， 哎，好吧，400，这要400多，450，还差一点点，还差一点点啊。然后这个新的能力啊，这个是那个雷电，好像也没有什么东西要搞，就不足。好吧，这个情报打听一下了。 向村民打听情报。
护之神进入直播间。
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? I heard it were 1,000.
找一找。哦。 看一下。
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
这边有东西。 哦，铁生丝。哦，刚刚是出范围的，就在那个范围里面找 NPC。哦，哎，这边有一个女性居民。伊索德港，我们要正要去那边，去那个地方。第二个村民。
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The black shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the black shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring
有没有反贼？
firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a black shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
再稍微打听一下。
新观众可以点关注，企鹅粉丝群562175374。
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly.
就他妈，
This village
就主角他妈那个安娜贝拉。
become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry,
啊，这边我要讲一下关于字幕的问题。这个字幕是根据日语的字幕翻译过来的，不是根据英语啊。
Whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
perhaps.
OK， 接下来是要前往这个伊索德港了，那应该是走这边嘛？按住 L1， 哎，是往那个方向，但是
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
啊，肯定路上肯定会有怪物的，所以说要做好战斗准备。哦，说来就来，来吧！
Ever since the apostrophe, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? Have the mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
哎，他是不是格挡了？哦，这队友好厉害啊！嗯，应该是走这边。 我操！轻松搞定。搞定。现在这个小怪还是对付他们还是很轻松的啊，对付他们还是很轻松的，没有什么压力。哎，前方有一堆怪啊，我们
More of my mother's men.
这种小怪主攻就可以了，最多用一点强力攻击，比如这样。嚯！走。
愉悦大王国进入直播间。
哦，在下面。换一种魔法。哎，那边有东西。哎，等会儿那边好远啊，需要那个。哦。
Blood, Clive.
有这个。我操，这附近绝对有怪！哎，这黑骑士。
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Britannia.
等会儿，先躲一下。哎，等会儿，锁定。用这个雷电魔法。哇，好那个啥的呀！换一种魔法。哎，有人居然，谁在回血啊？谁在回血？我操！是你吗？ 哎，谁在回血啊？谁在回血？我没看到回血的。哦，是他。是你吗？他这个。 这个应该是格挡了，又格挡了。这土攻真的贼慢的。搞定。
562175374。
哎呀，不给我装备，给材料干嘛？
Tell me what I want, and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you? We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Aldil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Let me hurry.
哦，我要去前面那个村落。
1小时进入直播间。
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
我操！
This was my mother's doing.
胖虎13号进入直播间。
Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
我操！看看这边有没有东西。这造船厂嘛，这边是他说的这个造船厂。 有没有宝箱啊？有。好，拿了一个 ，OK。太惨了，太惨了！我操，这太那个啥了啊！太变态了！太变态了，惨无人道啊！这个，这边有没有东西？这边打不开。
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would
利维特大桥。
Rosamith.
我操，真的是，哎，有一个 NPC，
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldville, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day.
黑骑士偷袭了造船厂，
You couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
太惨了，惨不忍睹，惨无人道。
Dead, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road. Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing.
变态。哎，这边可以调查。哦，罗扎利亚公园，建国250年。愿繁华永续长存。哦，一样的。
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
难民？为什么这边会有难民？
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
有土匪出没。哦，来到寂静海滨。小怪这个是。 OK， 我操，这个海边应该也没有什么东西。你现在赶紧前往那个什么地方？哎，这边有东西，有怪，直接把他秒杀了。好，就这，弱鸡一个，都是弱鸡。啊，不是在海边嘛？要从，应该是从另外一边过去。哎。哇，就这。 这边应该不是主线地点啊，应该是要往这边走。丝缕海岸。
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle felt better.
这个24级的怪。就这还跟我斗？哈，就这，哎，这边也有怪啊，这个怪能打吗？这应该是隐藏的怪吧？果然。卧机。
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
哎，这边有一个宝箱，开。怪物牙。哎，新的传送点。哦，我操，前面。这傻逼黑骑士。
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
啊，不能正面刚，这个就有点没办法，剧情需要啊。
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards, or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus.
那边。
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
重逢。
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
进入直播间。
另辟蹊径啊！
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
看一下啊，这下面有没有箱子？哇，这个是以前的那个镇子。哎，这边走不了。这边应该是废弃的镇子，对。 哎，有人。
Oi, visitors!
居然是土匪。
进入直播间。
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
啊，叫增援！我操！ 走你！土匪也是比较多的，来切个这个。 走！嚯，就这！哦，26级了。 哦，拿到了一个金钱虫。
I've only ever seen one man fight like that, and he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
哎，他认识克莱夫吗？
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Oh. 原来重逢就是这样重逢了，是在这里。
You can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
本营部队。
So do we. Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
新观众可以点关注，企鹅粉丝群
Very well.
62175374。
If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So wait. Let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
And let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
非洲部落的雄鹰进入直播间。
魔法灰烬，哇，各种材料。哦，现在要干嘛？我们现在来到一个新的地方，新的城镇了，跟韦德交流。我先看一下这个商店有什么东西可以卖的。补给员。
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
好吧，这个不行啊，这个不行。啊，属性有点那个啥，那个数值，这数值真的不行。我手上这把装备是改造过了的。啊，可以跟韦德交谈一下。
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest. Very good. Now make ready for battle. As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
哦，临时成员加入队伍，仅用于目前的原野同行。若移动到其他地区，则无法同行。OK。这个它跟历代的那个 FF 是，跟历代的那个 FF 是不一样的。
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
"现在应该是要回到那个造船厂。
小猴老婆进入直播间。
There they are. On your command, my lord.
好，到了这个毕格特大桥这里。
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! Forestaria!
Forestaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
我操！我靠，有增援！哎，我拉错人了，拉错怪了。有一只精英怪，我操！等会儿，我快没血了。哎我去！我操！我去！我操！有点难打。这个，哎，倒了，赶紧疯狂输出。死，还没死。哦，死了。
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
哦，来了，精英 BOSS。这个我靠！闪！哦，倒了，赶紧输出啊！
keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
我操！我去！我靠，赶紧！我快没血了！我操！我操！靠！我丢这个 ，fuck you！Fuck you！
新观众可以点关注。
怎么是这里呀
562-175-374。
怎么是这个地方啊？它不是从战斗那边开始的吗 ？Fuck！
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
哎，什么意思啊？他这个字居然不是从那个，他居然不是从那里开始的，不是从那个战斗那个地方开始，它不像 FF7啊 ，FF7的话是从那个，就是如果说你战斗失败的话，它就直接它有一个选项就是从战斗部分开始，它这个存档点有点远了。这边要存个档，等会儿，这边存个档。跳过吧。
Revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Eh, 他防住了。破他防。
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
又有新的增援。
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't flatter.
Not good. There's a boy.
哦，懂了。哦，跳过。哎，哎还哎这个地方不能跳啊。
Noble step,
哎，不能跳。
albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but
为什么不能跳啊？这个地方，它这个是即时
that this
即时演算，这个是。
is in dire need
和球鞋
of
进入直
cleansing.
播间。
闪！ 切他。把他铲到了。我操！加个防御 buff。我操！哎，切他！
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
卧槽！卧槽！他这个连续的这个跳。我操！我操！我操！哎，刚好。冲啊！走！我操，他这个连续跳击真的是，啊，他这个连续跳击真是非常阴险的，太阴了。我拿了这么多，全都是原料。连续跳击真的太阴险了，那个跳起来往下打，跳起来往下打，他这个。
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullens. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks
视
replenished.
频练就进入
And
直
then it
播
will
间。
all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we felled, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
讨伐黑骑士完成。
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person, and had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
哦，终于来到了伊索德港了。
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play so Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
Uncle.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
IM77进入直播间。
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low.
JKLH 进入直播间。
Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
企鹅粉丝群562175374。
I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster. Clive, do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
见到了主角的叔父，然后就要前往下一个目标啊。下一个目标是要去藏身处啊，就去那个回到藏身处啊，回到藏身处，应该就是在这里啊，克莱夫等的藏身处。OK， 铁之国，哇，新的任务。OK， 那个这边就分个段吧，分个段。这边分个段。